Good morning. Today our lesson is how does technology help us get energy? In the first they used the mills to grind the grains to have the flour. So all of those pictures are kinds of mills. They used these mills to grind the grains down to have the flour. So we can take the flour to make with it some foods that we need to eat. Now, today we are using technology in all different ways in our life. We don't even know that we are using technology now, or we don't even realize that we are using technology now while I'm recording for you the lesson or while you are listening to me. In the past, they used the water and the wind as a source of energy. So in the past, the wind and the water was a source to get energy. How? This is a kind of mills that grind the grains. This kind of mills contains, look here, the wheel and axle. This wheel and axle move because the kinetic energy inside the water. The running water or the moving water will make the wheel here to move, so it will make the mills grind the grains. So it depends into the water to move the wheel and axle so it can grind the grains into flours. This one was in the past. How the water sprinkler happen or work? At first, here is a hose. This hose contains water or moving water. The water comes, then it because it is moving, it will make the first gear here or the first wheel to move. When the first wheel move, it will make the axle to move. Second wheel will move because of the axle moving, okay, or the gear. Then the parts will move, then the water will enter and sprinkle to all space around the grass. How also here is another pictures. I have here a moving water. This moving water will make the first wheel to move, then the second gear or second wheel to move. Then when second one moves, it will make the warm gear to move. Then this part will round, then the water will come out from the tube here for out from the tube in the hole. This is how the water sprinkler work. Then now we are talking about the wind, okay, that windmills that do work, windmills that do work. How? The air or the wind around the windmills, these windmills contains blades. Can you see the blades here? These blades are moving because of the wind around it. So while when the blades move because of the wind around it, it will make the tube here to move up and down. When the tube moves up and down, it will make the water to enter inside the tube, then it will fill all the tank. Then after refill all the tank, it will go to our houses to supply for us the water. Windmills or water mills are some tools that supply for us power or energy, but we don't get from them the most power or the most energy. They just supply for us less power or less energy, not the most energy. But they are useful because they are not pollute our air or not pollute our environment. While the windmills work or water mills work, nothing make our environment not clean or dirty. Means those kind of tools is not pollute our are not pollute our environment or our air. That's how they are useful, but they don't supply for us enough power. They don't supply for us the most power that we need. So what should we do? We build a kind of dam called hydroelectric dams. Those hydroelectric dams all it depends on to the water and the wheel inside them to take the electricity from them. Okay, let's see how the dams work or the hydroelectric dam. There is this space, it's called reservoir. The reservoir has some water from the river or the river behind the dam. We know that the dam is built across to the river. So the reservoir contains the water behind the dam. This water behind the dam that are in reservoirs, it has potential energy. It has a potential energy. What will happen? I need to change this potential energy into kinetic energy. So I will open the door here or the gate of the dam. When we open the door or the gate of the dam, the water will enter inside the tubes here or doors. Then it will make the wheel and axle here to move because of the kinetic energy inside the water, not because of the water, because we release from the potential energy kinetic energy, then it make the wheel and axle to move. When wheel and axle move, the kinetic energy will make the generators move. The kinetic energy will make the generator drive or work. When generators drive or work, it will make for us the electricity. So now I have an important question. We use the water to make or to produce the electricity? No, we don't. We only use the kinetic energy inside the water to make the wheel and axle move so the generator will drive so the generator will make for us the electricity, then the electricity will move into the cable then to our wires to our home. This is how the hydroelectric dam works. We also can make or can have the electricity by burning coal, natural gas, or oil. So we can burn the coal, we can burn the natural gas, we can burn the oil to have the electricity from it. How? I have here a coal, it gets burned by a fire, okay? When it gets burned, the heat that comes from the coal will make the water here to become very hot. So the heat that comes from the coal will make the water inside the tubes here to become very hot. When the water becomes very hot, it boils. So after boiling, it will become a water vapor. The water vapor or the steam of the water will burst into this tube, will burst or will be only into this tube moving, okay? So the burst evaporation or the burst steam will make the wheel and axle here to move or to turn. So when the wheel and axle turn because of the burst steam, it will make the generator to work. So the generator will make for us the electricity. This is how also we can produce electricity from the burning coal, natural gases, or oil. Okay, here is another picture also. The heat here from the boiler make the water to boil, then become a water vapor, then the steam of the water vapor pressed into a tube to make the wheel here and axle to turn. After turning the wheel and axle, it will drive the generator so the electricity will happen or will come out of it. Can you see the steams or the smoke that comes out? Means burning coal and other gases makes our environment pollute. So we decide to have electricity with different ways to different clean ways, because burning coal and other natural gases can pollute our air. It can make our environment with pollution. Okay, so what is the future things or future sources of energy that the scientists or we decide to use it to have the electricity? Solar system, excellent. Solar system, we use it. Okay, now we take the energy from the sun. Solar system take the energy from the sun. What did solar system have? It had panels. Here is the white things here, those called panels. Inside each panels, it has solar cells. Those solar cells will take the light from the sun and it turns into power or energy to make the generator work. So can you see here any smoke comes out or anything not clean comes out from the solar system? No, it don't. So it is a clean source to make the electricity. Okay. It has a panel. Those panels will change the light from the sun or the sunlight into energy. The energy will be a power to drive the generators. So we can take from it the electricity too. Okay, this is first thing to have electricity. We also can use the solar system or solar tubes in our homes roof. Can you see these tubes here? This solar system or solar tubes will make the water hot, will heat our water. How? These tubes here, it is contains inside it water. The tubes will become very hot because of the sunlight, because of the sunlight. So the tubes will become very hot. When water moves inside the tubes will be hot also because the tubes very hot. So the water will be hot. Then the hot water will go down to a container so we can use the hot water from the container while we need to use it. After it filled the container, the cold water will go up to the tubes in the solar system in our houses or in our home roof. So the tubes is very hot because of the sunlight, so it will make the water hot. Then the water will fill the container until we use it. This is how we use the solar system now as a beginning of using the solar energy, okay, in houses. It is a cheaper way to use the solar system now in our houses. What is the second thing that we use it to produce the electricity in the future, or now we start to use it? The windmills. This is the windmills. It used the energy from the wind. It not use wind. It used the energy from the wind. So the energy from the wind will make the generator work. So the generator will make for us the electricity. Can you see here the blades of this windmills? This is a very huge or wide blade. This is a blade maybe wider than a football field. Maybe it is wider than a football field. Can you see how it is long? It is very long and very wide. So how these windmills work? I have here one blade. I have here one blade, two blades, three blades. The wind will come from all the direction. Okay, it should put in a place with lots of wind or very strong wind. So when the wind will come, it will make the blade to move in right side or in left side. The plates, while it is moving in different direction, right or left, right, left, right, left, okay, in different direction or different angles, this will turn the generator. The energy inside the wind will turn the blades. The blades moves in different direction. Moving in different direction will drive the generator. Will what? Drive the generator. Here it is, the generator behind the windmills. So it will drive the generator. When generator get driven or be driven, it will make the electricity. Electricity will be carried in the cable here, then the computer will put the electricity to always in our homes. Okay, so that's how we can take the electricity too. Again, I have 1, 2, 3 plates. Those plates get moves in different direction because of the wind. Moving in right and left directions will make the generator to drive. Then when generator drive, it will make the electricity. Then the electricity will move in cables. So the cables now or wires will give us the electricity in our houses. This is how the windmills work. Then this is a kind of technology timeline. This is how they start to make or discover or invent something. This is the first time. So they made the wheel. This is the first time they made the bridge to make the water inside it. This is the first single mirror telescope. This is the first telescope. This is the first satellite. This is the first telephone. This is the first plane, and here is the first that they travel out of the space to the moon. All of those is the first time technology in our life. Okay, how they are discovered and invent things for the first time. Now, if you have your workbook with you, let's answer the questions, page 162. Number 1 is, running water is needed to produce electricity. Agree or disagree? Disagree, because I don't need the running water. I need the kinetic energy. I need the energy inside the water, not to produce, to make the generator drive. So when the generator drive, it will produce the electricity. Okay? Wind and water produce most of our power. Most? No, I said that they produce for us power, but not most of our power. They don't supply for us more power. So no, it's not most of our power. Houses can use solar power from the sun, the solar system. Yes, they use or they can use the solar power from the sun or the solar system. Now the second page, 162A. First one, water was used for energy before electricity was invented. Yes, true. True, water was used before the electricity, yes. Windmills and water-powered mills pollute the air and water. It pollute. Did it make the environment not clean or dirty? No, it doesn't. Wind and water are renewable resources, means can the water or the wind finish? No, it couldn't. So it is a renewable resources. Yes, true. Okay. Number 4, hydroelectric power dams are used to make electricity. Yes, we use it to make the electricity. The energy in burning coal can be used to make electricity. Yes, the energy. Okay, not the coal, the energy in the coal. Solar energy is energy of the wind. The solar system, we use the energy of the wind. or of the sun? The sun. Windmills change the kinetic energy of wind to electricity? Yes, the kinetic energy, not to change the wind, they change the kinetic energy of the wind to electricity. Number eight, through all of history, technology has been developed only in United States or all around the world? All around the world. We finish now our lesson. Thank you.